Okay, peace to the people. Peace. What's up? What's up? Hopefully I'm in here, y'all can hear me. Yo, what's up? What's up? 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. All right. Since I'm in here, I can do some invites. Shout out to everybody that's going to come in the building. You already know what it's hitting for. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Right, so I'm gonna do some invites right now. What I want you to do is just look at the screen for a second. All right, if you in here, today's build is going to be on the 22nd circle. If you've been following the Messiah Codex, the calendar, you already know that it's 9/15/22. All right. So I'm gonna break this down to the people. Shout out to everybody that's gonna come in the building. State your name, put it in the comment section. Let me do these shares. All right? If you in the building, say something. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the movement, man. Okay, what's up? Peace, 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 peace. What's going on? All right, so I'm gonna do some invites. Shout out to you if you in the building. Wow, so it's definitely been good. The last couple of days we've been having some real good, interesting builds. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting. You know, it's a hard thing. It's not really easy every day to really come across with something good and something brand new. But I'm telling you, every day I just pray to the Most High God just to give me divine revelation. All right. So that's all I want to let y'all know from the rip. All right. Today is the 22nd circle. If you've been following the Codex, today is actually 9/15/22. All right. So it's the 9th square the 15th triangle, and it's the 22nd circle. All right. So I'm still trying to do a little bit of invites. I'm trying to get a couple people in here. Shout out to the Dracula squad. Shout out to the Purple Heart squad. Shout out to the Suicide squad. Everybody holding the team down. Up, left, right, A, B, start. Everybody holding us up. What's up, lady? Lady, I see you in here. Dragon squad. What's up? Shalom, shalom, peace, peace, family. All right, so today is going to be a real good build. A real good build. So if you've been following the codex, you would see that every body part is literally a piece of the puzzle. Okay, it's a piece of the puzzle of the body that we are forming. Okay, we call these log days. All right. You said, how can I learn martial arts from you? Wow, this is a martial arts studio. This is a martial arts dojo. If you really want to know. How do I say your name? And Morados. I'll get that name right. Peace. I'm gonna get that name right. All right. But this is a martial arts dojo. All right. We call it the Messiah Codex or the Messiah Code. All right. It's various different degrees in this. Okay. They stem from 1 through 31. This is something that I want you to know. All right. They stem from 1 through 31. Through every degree, it's not only a physical attribute or defense. It's actually a mental attribute or a psychic self-defense. All right. Just follow me on here. So along with every part of the body, you will have basically a school of thought with. You will also have a defense for that part of the body. You said it's spoken in Spanish. Okay, I'm gonna get that. I'm Spanish too. I'm Boricua. I'm Puerto Rican. All right. So I'm a Rodriguez, if you don't know. All right. So now when we talk about the Messiah Code, we give in reference to everything that falls between the 1 and the 31. All right. Now everybody has been born between the 1 and 31, or the 1 and the 12, or the 1 and the 9. Everybody has been born between those digits, or even the 1 and the 4 also. All right. So now if you want to understand me on this, I'll say it like this. For instance, if I ask you your zodiac sign, you'll say between the 1 and the 12. If I ask you your birthday, you want to say between the 1 and the 31. Meaning that your birthday either falls on the 1st or it falls somewhere in between the 31st. All right. So with this is a combination of a mental psychic self-defense also. All right. So now this is what this build is going to be about. If you've been following the codex, you'll know that basically we broke down El Amun first. I didn't tell y'all about the basically the number 19. If you was here for the number 19, it represents the shoulders. That's what I wanted to get at, but it was just a whole nother build. The number 19 represents the shoulders because the number 19 represents the galactical hero, in a sense, that the person that wants to make everything complete. So usually a person that's born on the 19th or something like that, their idea in their heart is to make things complete, in a sense, because they fall between the 1 and the 9, and that number 19 so happens to be a solar prime number. Shout out to Sister Shanita. What's up? You said Bruce Lee, my birthday. That's what's up. So now it coincides with the codex in reference to how you were born. All right. So now everybody has literally a personality trait, and this is also in connection with the body. All right. So now we went from the shoulder we went to El Amun, which was, we went from the shoulder and we went from here, and then it went to the eye. It went from the shoulder to the eye because it was the 120. Remember that, because after the 19 was the 20, and you got the 120. God gave you 120. All right, remember that. That's in Genesis chapter 6. God gave you 120, all right, which was the one eye of clairvoyance. And I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna break all this down. All right, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break all this stuff down. So now, when you go down to the arm, you get amun, which is the strength. This is the strength that you get when you in prayer. When you in prayer, you actually build up your biceps. So now I'm teaching you something how my master taught me. All right, it's like when the masters taught you something in martial arts, people were so eager to learn how to kick and beat up people instead of get stronger mentally and stronger spiritually along with the training. All right, so this is what I'm trying to give you, family. This is the whole lesson in this. So the masters always gave you ways. It's like the Karate Kid. Remember in the Karate Kid movie when the Karate Kid didn't like what the master was teaching him, because the master made him do different type of chores, but it was like a martial arts training. All right, so this is what I want to let y'all know. That's how the masters always taught us. The Karate Kid is just an example of how the masters taught us. People think you want to go pay, like for instance, when I was in California and I used to teach martial arts, right? I used to charge people $700 a month. If you really want me to be serious, you want me to make a living off of you, I can do that, because I'll charge you $700 a month. Same thing I charge people in California. All right, but in actuality, I don't want to do that no more. I retired. I'm at the age of 40. I retired. I don't feel like doing this in the sense of trying to make money off of it. All right, or trying to train people to kill people. I just want to let you know. So I learned from the masters on how to teach people, because the masters taught me that way. And Karate Kid is a prime example of how the masters have always taught us. All right. So one of the ways that the masters taught us to get our biceps bigger, not by lifting weights. Think about it. This is a calisthenic. All right. This is a calisthenic. It's not like lifting weights. When you lift weights, you have to continue to lift weights or you'll shrivel up. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at Lex Luger. They, you know what I'm saying, Lou Ferrigno. Look at them people, man, and you'll see what's going on with the weights. Wow, why weights are dangerous? Because you don't want to wait. All right. So one of the things that God taught us, and along with martial arts, is the fact to build up your biceps. So you was literally given a book in your hand. You was given a book in your hand, and you had to hold that book in your hand all fucking day. You had to hold that book in your hand. The master told you to hold that book in your hand and literally read it. Now you sitting there like, why do I have to hold this book all day? And literally the master was trying to get your biceps stronger, but you wasn't paying attention. The master was trying to get your mind stronger and your biceps stronger at the same time. The masters always had a way to really connect with these things. So now what you see is that basically, you know what I mean? My fault. I'm trying to get Miss Seti in here. She asked me if I'm live now. Yeah, I'm live now. All right. So basically, the masters did this. This is what I want to let you know what the masters did. All right. So it was a way that they trained you. So El Amun represented this. It represented the hidden one, but it was also a way to protect yourself. Because think about it. And it was your strength. That was your strength. That's where you get your strength from. All right. So these are all in connection with everything. Trust me. So now I bring y'all to something else that's going to blow your mind. If the ancestors taught us in so many ways, why would I bring y'all to the number 22? And I call it literally the praying mantis, or the elders call it the praying mantis. All right. Or in the codex, it's called the praying mantis. I'm going to show y'all. All right. See if it'll let you do that. Can you see that? Hopefully it'll let you see it, man. It's bugging a little bit. Man. Okay. Pardon me, I'm back on here. All right, I'm back on here. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. All right, look. So now that it's back, it's cool. All right. Hopefully it's flexing. Y'all can see me. We can do this. All right, now y'all in here, y'all got me. Y'all got me again. I'm sorry, y'all. I just tried to do something in the slide and then this didn't come up. All right, it's cool. I'll still build on it. I want you to understand what's going on with this number 22. All right, and why the number 22 is actually called Karma Sutra or the praying mantis. All right, listen. So now if you look at your two forearms and why the number 22 guards the forearm, all right? Most of the time when a man is trying to pledge or act like he got the love of his life, what does he do? He puts it on his forearm, all right? Now this was a sacred place of God, all right? This is what I want to let y'all know. This was a sacred measuring place of God. All right. Now you ask me, well, why was the forearm a sacred measuring place of God? Because how God would measure a cubit is literally from your elbow to the tip of your finger. All right. From the elbow to the tip of your finger. So your forearm had really something to do with that. All right, it really had a whole lot to do with that, as far as what was the length of your forearm. All right, and this was literally called a cubit. All right, so this was the measure. This is how we used to measure, in a sense. All right, so the measurements vary from different tribes. All right, and what a cubit was. All right, so this is what I want to let y'all know. So it's another thing that what's so significant, why the number 22 guards the forearm. All right, because if you look at the bones of the forearm, how many bones of your forearm do you have? Do y'all know? You only got basically 2 bones right here and 2 bones right here, so that represents 22. All right, this is 22 right here. When you putting up 2 forearms, those were the 2 bones. Those represents the 2 bones of your forearm. All right, and that was 22. Now, it's another reason why 22 so happens to be the designation of that chakra spot on the way or the passage into your heart. It's another reason. All right, because 22, unlike any other number that you know, any number that you see in the codex, if you do 22 times 22, what is that? 22 times 22 is 484. All right, so now you understand what, in reference to why it's praying mantis, but it's not praying mantis, it's praying mantra. It's literally praying mantra. All right, so this was all in connection with many things. This is in connection with so many things, because if you look at The praying mantis, or you look at mantra, look at the word mantra, all right? You'll see mantra basically means this. And I can take this back to Hinduism, but you know, it just think about the word mantra within itself. All right, mantra is a word, a sound repeated to aid concentration. All right, it's also a statement or slogan repeated frequently. This is the praying mantra. Praying mantra. Now look, listen. I see you, Miss Seti. I see you in here. Listen to the bill. All right, listen to the bill. We building. So now you got the praying mantra or the praying mantis, which is the number 22. Now you wonder why in the codex it so happens to be 22 or mantra. All right, now it's all a magic in this stuff, man. Like the way I broke down in the codex how every chakra, for as the 7 chakras, I cleared that up. I cleared that up in reference to the 7 chakras. So when somebody is telling you in reference to the chakras being in those designated spots, that is wrong. All right, that is wrong. I have given you the passageway to each chakra, the 7 chakras. All right, and that's all in the codex. But I'm gonna give you something in reference to what's in the Hinduism in reference to the word mantra. But it's just like that word mantra, I wouldn't even want to use it, but it's a frequent word that you should use. You know what I'm saying? In reference to this, because people would know what we talking about. All right. So the number 22 in the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, or also what is known as the Messiah Codex, is 484 squared. So it's repetitive, it's repeating itself. Hey, peace, Miss Queen Nubia. I see you in here. So now you see the number 22 is repeating itself. 22 times 22 is 484. So it is the only number besides 26 that comes out frontwards and backwards when you multiply itself by itself. All right, so it's therefore a mantra. It's a mantra number. That's why this number 22 is literally called a master number. Now you would say, well, I'm born on the second month in the second day. I'm a 22. I'm a 22. I'm born on the second month in the second day. Well, this is your number in reference to that because it's the mantra. It's literally the mantra. It's the repetitive cycle. It's the repeating cycle of certain things. All right. And it's also a power within this number within itself because it is basically a neutral prime. It's like the superest neutral prime ever, but it stems from the solar prime within itself being a 2. All right. So this is something that I need y'all to get in reference to the destiny and the job description of the primes. Okay. So if you haven't got a job description in reference to the primes, I would think you should get initiated in the Purple Heart Squad. All right. It's an initiation process for this. And it's about showing love to each other. And it's about shedding love, pain, tears, joys, and happiness. All right. So we have a system of initiation that people are a part of this Messiah Codex family. All right. They are part of the Purple Heart Squad. All right. And we have an initiation process for that. And it's all about sharing life and everything. So that's what the 22 is literally about because it represents the 2 down the bottom and then the 2 or the V up top. All right. Now the V down the bottom so happens to be the vagina. All right. That's the V down the bottom. And the V up top so happens to be your hands up wide, giving praise to the Most High God. All right. So that's what you need to know, how this is a repetitive cycle, how it is literally a mantra. All right. It's a mantra because it's like as above, so below in reference to going into God's kingdom and coming out of God's kingdom. All right. As above, so below. All these things have been given to us. And then as you see, the 22 so happens to be the V, which is Victoria or victorious, or also the secret, as we know, which is the vagina. That is the secret. The womb, we don't even know where that thing stemmed from. Where that thing going, where I don't know. But it was a great design. It was literally a great design that represents forever and infinite. All right? Something that is infinite. All right. So this is a part of what is going on in reference to the codex. Every number or every situation that we go through or every day that happens within a circle of time, I give it to y'all and I shed it to y'all like blood within the codex. I shed it to y'all like blood. Just like I told y'all, I busted down how um when I was talking about the plasma, how they taking our plasma with the young man, how they aiming for that part right there at the elbow, how they aiming for that place, the you already know that vein where they always stick the needle at. It's literally I call it the jugular vein. It's the jugular vein where the doctors always try to stick the needle and take your blood, or you stick the needle to put a drug. It's really a jugular vein, and that was the vein that Dracula came for. Really, the jugular vein. All right, not the jugular vein. I broke that down yesterday. All right. So shout out to everybody that's a part of this and that's growing. All right. So let me move forward a little bit and talk about in reference to the two bones. All right. The two bones of your forearm. All right. The two bones of your forearm, how this is in connection with the codex. All right. How this actually is part of God's plan. This is all part of God's plan. I need y'all to know that. These two bones right here represents the 22. It represents the 22. All right. So you say a 22, man. What do you mean a 22? Yeah, a 22. A pistol, a gun. These were the guns that you supposed to throw up. These were the guns that you were supposed to throw up. And you say, really? God gave us a 22? Yeah, God gave you two twos. These are your forearms. These were your bare arms. This is when you were supposed to bear arms. All right. They took that away from us when they started actually carrying guns. And they actually took out the honor of combat. You say, really? I think guns is honorable combat. Guns is not an honorable combat. All right. God has given you a 22 pistol. You know what a pistol is? You know what a pistol is? A pistol is a letter. A pistol is actually a letter. Go check that out. That's what a pistol is. So God gave you a 22 pistol, really, that was connected with your forearms. And these were the bare arms. This is when you were supposed to bear these arms. All right. So it got real deep in a sense, because you saying, well, damn, I got, what do you mean? God gave me these bare arms, and that was my 22 pistol. That was the pistol I was supposed to carry around. What are you talking about, Lamel? This is what I'm trying to tell you, that it's honor in these things. It's total honor in these things. Actually, just wanting to fight, be willing to fight for whatever you're trying to do. But they took the honor out of it. They took the honor out of battle. They took the honor out of things that were really honorable, which was combat. All right. And it ended up turning into something else. It truly ended up turning into something else.
Oh, that's my favorite stuff. Hey, I'm gonna go in here and get me a malt liquor Slurpee. Run across the street and get me some barbecue potato chips. Ooh, can I keep the change? Hell no, fool. That's a $10 food stamp. Better bring back my change. Give me some stupid. What's up now, you pretty punk chick? Yeah. Hey, what's up? We got a problem, toothpick? I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, we got a problem, partner. Right here. Here's your right there. Right there. All right. Yeah. All right. We play a little game. Right here. I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, USSR. Now you better get your stank asses up out of here before I cause a nuclear holocaust up in here, fool. Well, let's go, let's go. Oh, come on now. Fool, it'll be Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fool, let's go. That's right, boy. You better get on out of here. And don't come back. Huh? Jay, bring your simple behind on. Nice. Ah, that's my favorite stuff. Hey, I'm gonna go in here and get me a malt liquor Slurpee. Run across the street and get me some barbecue potato chips. Ooh, can I keep the change? Hell no, fool. That's a $10 food stamp. Better bring back my change. Give me some stupid questions. What's up now, you pretty punk chick? Yeah.
So this right here is strictly for my ninjas. All right. This is strictly for my ninjas. All right. This is strictly for my ninjas. So the Walu men and women wear veils. You ask me, you say, well, why do the Walu men and women wear veils, Lamel? Why do they wear veils? Because, you know, it's one thing about giving it all to the Most High God, man. You know, you hide your hand for what it's worth. You really, truly hide your hand. And you know, you give it up to the Most High God. Now, I explained how Horus, which is the mountainous one, means he who moves mountains, right? I explained that. They also explain Horus being, or the hero being the mountainous one. But I'm going to explain it another way for y'all, so y'all can get this. Horus, or the hero, also means he or she that has the mountains moving with them. Moving with them. All right. So we, as part of the Messiah Code family, or the Walu tribe, we both wear veils. The men and the women wear veils. It is the code of the Ninga. It is the code of the Ninga. We all wear veils. The men and the women. All right. Whether in training or in combat, we all wear veils. They never knew who we were. They actually never knew who we were. And this is so significant to Genesis. If you go into Genesis chapter 6, 1 through 5, this breaks all this stuff down. All right, this breaks this stuff down. It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, not light skinned fair, but that they were told agreeable. And they took them wives, all they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is also his flesh, that his days shall be 120 years. That was 120 degrees. That was what God gave you, far as the one eye. The 2020 vision, it was 120 in reference to the clairvoyant eye that can see into the future or the past. And the other eye was to see into the now. All right, all three in one. So now in verse 4 it says there were giants on the earth. There were Nephilim, Gibberim, all right, on the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children unto them, the same became mighty men, which were men of renown. All right, renown. All right, and so now the word renown is actually the word shora or sora or soru. It's the same word, renown. Then you can go check that one out. But that goes in reference to everything that I'm saying, in reference to the codex. It goes in reference to everything that I'm saying. Okay. Okay, hopefully y'all still here with me. All right, I'm gonna break this down real quick. Now, it was a crusade. It was a crusade that has always taken place. All right. Now, if you look in Genesis, they talk about the God consciousness, really. This was the God conscious that manifested. This is what I call the Messiah type or the prototypes of the new wave of consciousness. This is what really came down to earth. Okay. So now it has always been a crusade, literally after that day and time, to hunt these beings down. All right. They were literally called the seraphim, which were the noble dragons. Anytime you hear a story about them hunting down dragons and stuff like that, they were actually hunting down the Messiah types, the prototypes of the new wave of consciousness. They were called the seraphim or the fiery serpents, but it really isn't fiery serpent. It is really the noble dragons. All right. So that's something that I need y'all to know that's more significant than anything. When they talk about the blood of the dragon, all that stuff that they was talking about, they were real human beings or angel type of human beings. All right. They were angels here on this earth, literally. And they called them by these names, the dragon, because of just of the style of martial arts that they had. All right. Literally. Because spirituality was all a martial arts. What people don't know. See, people thought the dragon was literally mixed with the reptilian more than the cat. People didn't understand that part about it. More significant than anything about the dragon, people thought the dragon was more related to the reptilian than the cat. And what you should know, the cat is really a reptile. That would bust your brain. Or a reptile is really a cat, the same damn thing, just without hair. All right. So this is all in connection, man. That eye right there is the most significant eye more than anything that you can imagine. Because it's the same eye that the dragon has. Okay? And it's the eye of the cat. So the dragon was also related to the cat, Siamese. Siamese. Because Siamese or Siamese means the blinding light. It means the light that blinds. If you don't know that, because Sia means it means basically it's like basically superior omniscience. I don't know how to even explain what Sia means in English. All right. But then you got Mies or Mesed, which means to wipe away. So it's like it was all connection, man. It was really all in connection in reference to the dragon was related to the cat. The dragon was the cat. And this was a martial arts style that was around the world. Trust me on that. It was a martial arts style around the world. What was so significant about the cat more than any other creature, besides the fact that the cat can see into the spiritual realm in a certain sort of way? That's another thing the cat can do. The cat can see in the darkness. It's like when you think everything's dark outside, right? When you think everything is dark outside, guess what? The cat has a certain light inside itself where it can see everything. Literally, it can see everything in the darkness. It can see everything in the light. All right. So this was all in connection with far as far as the mantra. This is all in connection with 22 in reference to the repetitive cycles and how you see things from past, present, and future. It was all connected with the mantra within itself. All right. So this was a way also that we brought things into existence through mantras. All right. So you say, well, what is mantra? That's repetitive cycle. Sometimes it takes you to learn certain things over and over and over and over again and go through it. Yeah, the serpent, the lion, and the eagle. That's deep. Sometimes it takes for you to go over do stuff over and over and over and over again. And this literally has become your mantra. You literally live in a time loop. That's what I told y'all before. I said, man, we are quarantined. This planet has been quarantined. Trust me, when I say that, I need y'all to trust when I say that. How we've been quarantined, this planet been quarantined. So now the quarantine is the time, it's the repetitive cycles that we go through over and over and over and over again. And as we go through these cycles, what happens? We either live and we learn or we burn. All right. So that became a mantra also. But the mantra was all about literally saying things over and over again so you can bring the energy into existence. So you can bring things into existence. All right. And it's not just moving your mouth. It's not moving the beat. You got to move your feet. You know what I'm saying? You got to move your feet also with the mantra. Because if you notice, it's two triangles in this mantra right here. You have one up top and one down bottom. One up top and one down bottom. All right. And this is all in connection with the codex. This is all in connection with the codex. How basically it represents the arms, the forearms. It's all in connection with the forearms, the two bones, the 22. All right. Now, like I said, these were the real guns. This was the real 22 that God gave you. Literally, if you want me to break that down. See, because we in the army, man, if you was in God's army, sometimes people think that they wouldn't be trained up. Like you wouldn't be trained up to fight. You'd just be some sort of punk or something like that. Nah, it was never like that. When you in God's army, you had certain disciplines and things that you had to learn itself. And that was the martial arts. That was the ability to take life or give life or protect life. All right. That was all in the codex. Trust me. That was all in the codex and all in everything that we had to learn. It's real when I tell y'all this is a martial arts studio. This is a martial arts dojo. You know, like I said, the masters have always given us ways to learn greater degrees of knowledge itself. They have always given us ways to learn, and it has always been a Mr. Miyagi, no matter what age in time. No matter what age and time we live in, it has always been a Mr. Miyagi that actually taught us in a way that was, you would consider it to be primitive, but it's literally a way for you to have a greater understanding of patience and how to basically get it. Because think about this, right? If I put you on to the fact that the masters told you to hold a book a certain way and read it a certain way, and this will make your biceps stronger and make your arms right. It's like, would you not want to pick up God's word if you're trying to get fit, not only in your mind, but fit in your body? Now you can say, man, I can pick up anything. I can pick up any book, Lamel, and read a good book like that. But let me tell you something. It's nothing better than God's word. If you really want me to be real, it's nothing better than God's word itself, man. And you're going to say, where I'm going to get God's word from, Lamel, from you? Man, God's word is everywhere and anything that you can see life. It's everywhere and anywhere that you can see life. Trust me on that. That's the only thing I can say about that. You got to look at the beauty in things sometimes. People ain't ready to see the beauty in things. They always looking to see the ugly in things sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like the ugly in things. I'm tired of seeing the ugly in things. I'm tired of people thinking about the ugly in things. A lot of times we ain't thinking about the beauty in things, about the beauty in life itself, or about the beauty that God, or whatever you deem as God or your higher power, has blessed you with. And that's what blows my mind. Sometimes it's hard. Lord knows it's hard. For everything I want to do with this, you want to say with this movement, I let it move the way it moves. Because Lord knows I want to make something happen very fast. But I know how God moves. God moves how God moves. Or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, a higher power, moves the way it moves. All right? And it's up to you to move with it. You can't move against it at all. You cannot move against it at all. Because if you do your best to move against it, it don't move. It moves the way it wants to move, man. So if we all learning lessons in life itself, that's what I need y'all to know. We all learning lessons in life itself. Now I share a lot of stuff with y'all. I never say I'm teaching y'all nothing, man. I always tell y'all I'm sharing some stuff with you. All right. So if I'm sharing some stuff with you, know that this is literally the network. This is the network. This is a higher degree of consciousness. All right. Now you was looking for it in so many places. You was looking for it in so many places, right? But it's always the place that God told you to go, which was the closet, and pray, right? I'm gonna break this down. The word closet. The word closet is really the word dabir. In the Hebrew language, you'll say dabir, but it was the niche. It was literally the niche. It represented the niche. Now you say, well, niche, this word is also translated as matrix, as the niche, which means the innermost part of the temple. So a lot of times it's hard for you to find that innermost part of the temple because it's so many people in your way. There's so many things and so many obstacles and illusions in your way, and you don't know where to turn. And it's like, it's nothing else I can tell you. For everybody that really trusts in something that's greater, you know, I've been through many schools in reference to anything I can give you. I'm just like you, a regular person that goes through hard stuff. I'm a Superman too. I got a Superman suit and a cape just like you do. But at the same time, you know, we give all power and due to the Most High God. Now you can call it whatever name you want to call it, however it's moving in your life. But just know that it's a verb, literally. It's an action. That's how we take it. That's how you gotta look at it in the codex, all right? But these actions are moving through us. Every chakra point, you know, it's 7 chakras, right? But it's 31 pieces up to the puzzle. It's 31 pieces to the puzzle that connect these, all right? It's 31 pieces that connect all this stuff, all right? And we have been all born here for a purpose. This is a program. There's nothing else that I can say. I can tell you so much stuff about the future that'll blow your fucking mind. And we'll sit here and you say, man, you just going far-fetched. But I'm not going far-fetched at all. I'll tell you one simple thing about the future. How literally everybody has a clone. You say, really, a clone? That's how you live forever. Because you really plug in and plug the fuck out. Everybody has a clone in the future. You want to say, really, Lamel? Everybody has a clone in the future. If you don't have one, you poor. You really poor. You really have a body to transfer your consciousness to. That's where everything's going to. And it all connects up with the computer, too. It all literally connects up with the computer. That's why I told y'all about creating your trust. Now, I'm going to do a whole live feed on that. I got to put my indenture. I got to put my indenture for my trust. I got to put it in the joint so y'all can see it. I got to put it in the joint so y'all can see it. And then I can break that down. But a lot of people just know what I'm doing with it. When they see it, they'll know what it's about. But it's all about giving it over to the conscious. The consciousness, giving it over to the number and letting the number live. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it's all about. Letting the number live. Because the numbers can always be, man, you can do something good with these numbers, man. in so many ways. Let the number live. Your number will always live. All right? In reference to your log date, how you log in space and time in general. All right? So that's something that I need y'all to really, really, really know. And what we're doing with this, and so far as the codex, it's not for everybody to get on the ship. That's another thing too. It's not for everybody, man. This ain't for everybody. I'm cool with that. But what it is for you to know whatever trial and tribulation that you going through right now. Look, knuckle the fuck up. Knuckle up. It's crunch time, man. Think about a baby when a baby is about to get born, right? A baby, that's the most dangerous time. So of course it's a dangerous time for you right now. You think you ain't the only one going through it? I need y'all to know you need to knuckle up right now. For real. If you trying to save your future, you trying to save everything in life in general. Knuckle up. I'm not the only one that knows this stuff. Stuff that I gave y'all, I'm not the only one that know it. That's the funny thing about it. I'm not the only one that knows this stuff. You got people that know all this stuff. Alright? But they took another chip. I'm hoping y'all take this damn chip. I'm hoping you take this shit, to be honest. Because they already given us many chips. I'm giving you all the chips and the pieces. I'm giving you all the chips and the pieces. Like bow, 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 all the chips. Alright, so they have given us a chip that we didn't even want to take. Didn't they say that in Revelation chapter 13, 18? That chip became the Social Security card. that was the birth certificate and Social Security card. That was a chip that none of us really wanted. For real, for real. But it's real. That's all I gotta say. As far as the codex, I learned all this stuff, man. I learned all this stuff from paying attention to what the masters was talking about. The masters was always played you out. Like the masters, you know what's the funny thing about the masters? They are so smart. The masters trick you because they always want to see who's really diligent. The masters trick you like that. Trust me, all the masters always got a trick up their freaking sleeve. They always got a trick up their sleeve, and they always trick you to see if you was diligent to get the lessons. And they taught you in so many ways. For real, that's why I want to let you know. It's been many masters that came. Many masters that came, man. Whether you thought they was a master, you didn't think they was a master. They was a master. Right? And they have given us degrees in schools and stuff to take us to the next level. That's why I said when people argue the fact that the Bible ain't real, I said, man, that's stupid, because it's a lesson from the master. You got to take it like a Mr. Miyagi situation with the Karate Kid, the same way with the Bible or the Quran. Like Mr. Miyagi told Daniel's son to wax the car. He's like, man, freaking wax your car. Look, and then you go into the next joint with the Karate Kid, where he was teaching Will Smith's son. He told him how to what's the name of the joint, how to put on the he told him how to put on his coat, how to put on his coat. That was so real. Like, damn, how to put on his coat, how he put on his coat actually became a style. Like, he showed you, man, some stuff, and you thought it was so primitive. You thought it was so primitive. Be like, man, he just putting on his coat. And you saying, man, I'm just reading stories about these dead people. And guess what? They was teaching you the whole time. They was teaching you the whole time, everything. But you didn't want it. You was just so impatient. You just wanted to kick and beat people up with knowledge and act like you smart. That was not the case. That truly was not the case. You know what I mean? time, I bring back the 10 command keys. I go back to the darkness, all right, the thick cloud of darkness. And I come back from the mountain. And when I come down from the mountain, I bring something good to the people, all right? And what it literally is the 10 command keys. All this stuff is the 10 command keys. You say, it's the 31, Lamel. How is it the 10 command keys? Because the 10 command keys is the 1 and the 0, which actually represents the male and the female. All right, that's the 1 and the 0. Of course, that is in connection with all of this because that's the binary program. Why you think that Amun deals with the biceps? And then you get basically the praying mantra, which Bai means two. So it's the same thing as in the mantra being the two being repetitive cycles. Also represent the two bones in the forearm. The two bones and the two bones, that's 22 or 4 added up. 22 equals 4, which is a master number. It's a master number. All right. So every time I go to the mountain every day, y'all. Y'all wonder where Lamel is at. Lamel is going to the mountain. Lamel's coming down from the mountain every freaking day. You say, what, Lamel? You at your house right now. Stop lying. You don't be going to no freaking mountain every day. You just don't understand what I'm telling you. Go into Matthew chapter 17. All right? Go into Matthew chapter 17. That'll be your homework in reference to this. All right? When I tell you I'm going to the mountain every day. Every day I'm coming down from the mountain bringing the 10 command keys, y'all. The 10 command keys. To unlock a door, you need a 10 command key code. You need a 10 command key code to unlock a door, man. Literally. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know, Horus means mountainous one, but it also means he who moves mountains. So I'm having all the mountains, they moving with me, literally. They moving with me. And I just do my best just to give y'all what I can give y'all. I do my best to give y'all everything I can give y'all. But one thing you need to know, for real, this is one real thing that I need y'all to know. This is strictly for my ninjas. This right here is strictly for my ninjas. Nothing else about it. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm going to tell you what this is truly all about. This is strictly for my ninjas. All right. Now I explained to you. I said, man, we can get real religious about this. We can get real spiritual about this. But people didn't know the code of the ninja. They didn't know the code of the ninja. They thought us ninjas was literally just killers, trained assassins. That's why they hunted us down. That's why we were called the Dracos or the Seraphim. That's why we were called these things. All right? The fiery serpent. All these things, man. We knew martial arts and all these, the code, the combat, all these things, man. We knew all this stuff, man. It was all in connection with God's word. Trust me on that. That's the only thing I can tell you about this. Because every martial art person that I know, they are a divine spiritual man at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. If they master martial arts, they learn to become a divine spiritual person, man or woman. That's the art of martial arts that what y'all need to know. Regardless about beating people up and how you can hurt people, it's how you can really save people, man. I don't know if people get that point about martial arts, man. It's about how you can save people, man. It's about saving a life, man. It's about doing the right thing, man. A lot of people ain't ready for that, man. It's about philanthropy, man. That's one of the testaments of the Messiah, man. It's philanthropy, man. That means when you see something wrong, you do something about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, man. You got to be brave in these days and time to do something right about the wrong. You got to be brave, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. That's why, as the heroes and the men and the women of the Tawala tribe, we always wore veils. You never knew who we were. That's the funny thing about it. If I break this Tawala stuff down and how it connects up with the Siamese and how all this stuff is in connection with God's people, yo, we always wore veils. We were people of the cross, literally. We were Hebrews, as in reference to people of the cross, because we crossed all the oceans with the same code, the code of the Ninga. We were hidden. We were the Amun, man. You know what I'm saying? We were the hidden ones. All right. We were the ones that actually wore the veils. Male and female wore the veils. Nobody was better than the other. The man said, yo, the female had to wear the veil. No, the males wore the veils too, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. The males wore the veils too. You say, why us males wore veils? Because in a reference to the women wearing the veils, the women wore the veils because they represented the image of God. We didn't really know the face of God. We just know the image of God. But the men wore the veils because it was the same thing, because the man was in the image of God also. But we just didn't know what the face of God looked like. We just know what the eyes look like. All right. We just knew what the eyes look like. So the code of the Ninga, which is a divine principle, what I need y'all to know, it was the eyes. It's when you smizing at people, when you smiling with your eyes, literally. You smizing at people. You smiling with your eyes, literally. You talking with your eyes. All right. That's what only thing we knew of God. It's the only thing we knew of God. So this was one of the images that was given to us by the elders, man. And the elders always came down like this. You think when in reference to they came down far as the elders when they came down the angels, they was not you didn't see their face. They always was veiled up. They always were veiled up. I'll show you this stuff. It'll blow your mind. This was the code of the luchador. This bust down with the code of the luchador because the code of the luchador is really a Native American tale. It's not really like a Spanish, a Spaniard tale. The code of the luchador is a Native American tale. It's like it goes back to the people of the cross because the people of the cross, if you go into Matthew chapter 17, it explains all this, man. This Matthew chapter 17 will explain everything about this because when Jesus, or what you call the Messiah, took the Peter, James, and John on the mountain apart, when he took them apart more than any of the disciples, he had so many disciples, but he took certain disciples apart and told them some secret shit, didn't tell everybody else everything else. Trust me on this. This is what was going on. So when he took them up to the mountain, guess what? Who appeared? Moses and Elijah appeared. So you say Moses and Elijah appeared. Now, how the freak that they appeared? And then it says that his face was transfigured, which means basically metamorpho. His face transfigured. It was the code of the luchador. It wasn't the fact that that was Moses and Elijah. It's that they wore a mask. They wore the mask of the luchador. It was a certain mask that they wore that all the warriors wore. It was like a freaking mask that they wore, like the Ninga mask. It was a certain mask that they wore. So when what appeared was Moses and Elijah because they took on the code of the Ninga, the teachings of Moses and Elijah, which is really a ninja, is really a martial arts. It's all about martial arts training. Trust me about this. Spirituality, everything is all connected with martial arts, man. When Moses and Elijah appeared, they were trained. They had school. These were masters of Moses and Elijah, of their teachings, man. And all the masters, they was not no punks, man. All the masters went to war in so many ways in combat, man. In so many ways in combat. All the masters. You sit back and think the masters is punk, you stupid. So all the masters always knew how to fight, and they always trained their students how to fight in their style that they created. That's why they had a scripture, not the fact that they were great men. It was the fact that they created their own style and their name. All right. This is what I need y'all to know. It was the code of the ninja the whole time. Bruce Lee was a master. Go look it up. He took out the code of the ninja. All right. That is the darkness, the blackness, the white and the black, all in the same sequence. Trust me on that, which is the yin and the yang, which is actually our seal for the Messiah Codex. If you don't know that, that is the seal for the Messiah Codex, which is the yin and the yang. The purple yin and the yang, though. Totally different. All right. So this is something I need y'all to know. But it's all in reference to the Codex, man. It's all in reference to the Codex. So when they talk about the dragon, you need to know it took a dragon to fight a dragon, man. It took a dragon, it took a noble dragon to fight against an evil dragon, an evil serpent. It took that because Michael wasn't enough. You thought Michael and his angels prevailed. Yeah, the only reason why Michael and his angels prevailed because Michael trained up somebody else. Because Michael trained up somebody else. That's the reason why Michael and his angels prevailed against the dragon. Because Michael had to get a dragon just like them that was mixed with them dragons to be a combination of all things. Trust me, man. That's the neutroid. That's the five. That's the principle. All right. So this all links up. This truly all links up with everything that you can imagine when it comes to this. It links up with everything that you can imagine. Martial arts, spirituality, everything, man. I'm connecting all the dots. That's what I need y'all to know. For what it's hitting for, I'm connecting all the dots. All the dots y'all need to pay attention today. All these dots are connected. All of them are connected. It's the only thing I can say. Right? So shout out to everybody. We had a real good deal. I'm gonna get off the live feed. You already know 747 24/7 361 degrees. Before I get off the live feed, I want to say something else too. Yeah, I want to say something else before I get off the live feed to make it real good. Look at this. See it, fella. You said, how you said, and how did I know that I don't know? I don't know. My fault, Miss 219. I don't even know what you said. Hopefully I can get to understand what you're talking about. Listen. This is the most important thing I can tell y'all about all this stuff. Man, we all here for a purpose and many purposes. We all have a reason for what we're doing. I don't know if you found yours, but I know I got mine. And I know you have a greater reason for being here right now. Hopefully you can learn the codex. You can learn this codex, man. This stuff is hard work. This stuff is hard work. Going to the mountain every day and coming down from the mountain. I don't even know what the hell y'all gonna be doing by the time I come down from the mountain. Y'all niggas can be doing anything. All right? This real, if you want me to be real about it. I just don't know. Sometimes I come down from the mountain late. Sometimes I come from the mountain early. Just ask God to give me what God's supposed to give me. You know, God is an experience, man. Every day I hope y'all learning something. You said it was about the good dragon versus the evil dragon. Oh, I got you, Miss Marigo. You already know what it's hitting for. I got you. It's a good dragon against the bad dragon, man. Let me tell you something about this Dracos thing. We got another squad that's brewing up. It's called the Dracula Squad. Now, this Dracula Squad is different than the Purple Heart Squad. I'm going to tell you something. In the Dracula Squad, everybody has a code name of their own that they actually created. All right. It's a private group, and more or less, it's a lot of secret teachings that is going to be in the Dragon Squad or the Dracula Squad. Just letting y'all know. What's up, Miss LaAnk? Ah, I see you in here. Thank you. But everybody that's a part of the Dracula Squad, there's going to be secret teachings in there. I don't want y'all sharing none of that shit. Please do not share that with nobody. I shared it with you. Do not share it with nobody else. All right? I'm serious on that. Now, thank you. Miss LaAnk, you in the Dracula Squad. I put you in there. I'll put you in the Dracula Squad. You definitely in there. I'm not going to put nobody else in there. They have to request. I put like people that I know that was diggy down with it. I put people that I know that was diggy down with it. So everybody else, I'm just saying if just submit a request, I'll put you in with it. I'm just letting y'all know what you hitting for. You hitting for what it's hitting for is you gotta keep some damn secrets. You gotta hold some water. And you gotta do some shit. You gotta do some rituals. If you ain't doing no rituals, you ain't doing it right. I'm trying to tell you, for all the women that's a part of the Dracula Squad, yo, if you ain't doing the rituals, you ain't doing it right. So you got to do the rituals. Now I gave y'all two rituals. I gave y'all the earth ritual and I gave y'all the blood ceremony. I gave y'all both of them. Y'all should know what's going on with that. I gave y'all the earth ritual and the blood ceremony. And I also gave y'all the signs of passage. All the Dracula Squad. I gave y'all, look, listen. I gave you the signs of passage. I gave you the earth ritual, and I gave you the blood ritual. You know what it's hitting for. All right? That's what it is. Now, what is going to happen is we all going to create a network. It's what y'all got to realize is we all literally pour into the earth at the same time when we do our earth ritual. All of us want to do it. So we creating a grid network. So we going to be able to have a psychic link between each other. This is what I'm going to let y'all know. We're going to have a psychic link between each other because we making you already know, hit the earth at the same time. All right. So that's important about this. That's important about the earth ritual. And the blood ritual is very important more than anything also. Right? The blood ritual, because the Mother Earth craves for blood, man. This is what I want to tell y'all. Mother Earth craves for blood. If you don't want to give it to her, she'll take the shit. And then you'll wonder why you got natural disasters in your area. Because niggas ain't giving Mother Earth the blood. She asks or craves for blood because she want to know how to heal you. So you have to give your blood to Mother Earth in some sort of way, or she'll come and take it. She'll come and take it every time. You think she won't take it. She's not taking it because she a bitch. She's taking it because she's telling you she needs to heal you. And none of you want to give up no blood. For real, for real. So y'all know how to do that ceremony. I don't gotta tell y'all how to do it. Y'all know what that's about. All the Dracula Squad. Y'all know what that's about. Y'all are protectors. Trust me, protect the land. Y'all know what it's hitting for. Okay. So it's another thing. That's it, man. That's it. I'm gonna let y'all get some rest. But I might come back for the Dracula Squad. To be honest, I can pop up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for the Dracula Squad. So I would say if you really, and I might just say anything. To be honest, if at past 3 o'clock in the morning, I might just say anything, and that's not going to be for everybody, right? It's just going to be for those that's really want that. That's going to be some secrets, man, because at nighttime, what happens is, man, the airwaves shut down, the information highway shuts down. It's not that many people on the information highway, so it's clear. So it's many things that's open that can be released from those dimensional gateways that people are looking for. And I'll release it to you coming down from the mountain. All right. So shout out to everybody that's a part of this movement. Learn the codex. Learn the codex. The next tomorrow is the 23rd circle, all right, the 16th triangle, and we still on the 9 square. Now, the 9 square, think about it, it's cocked eye because it's an eye that's open that unlocks time itself, all right? That's why the square is on a cock eye type of look, all right? The triangle is what you knows. Is what you knows. And today was the 15, which was the necklace. So we was tuned into the necklace as in being the V, and you know the V or the praying mantis represents the mantra. All right, so this is stuff that I was bringing y'all to in reference to the codex, but it's all connected. It's all connected right there because you can literally see the body parts right there. You can see all the body parts. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love y'all though. What's up? What's up? What's up, Bren? Yo, you in the Dragons, you in the Dracula squad. You better come up with your nickname. I ain't see your nickname. You update your nickname, Bren. You gotta put a fly ass nickname too. Nobody tells you. Nobody knows your nickname out here. Do not tell nobody your nickname except for they in the Dracula squad. Okay, nobody knows your nickname, what your nickname is. That's just a little fun thing we're gonna have for people. All right. But like I said, you gotta know what you're getting into when you're getting into the Dracula squad. Because it's gonna be secrets that you have to keep sacred. I'm gonna release secrets to you. All right. I'm not gonna be talking about secret stuff on live feed all the damn time. All right. But for as the Dracula squad, I'm gonna be releasing secrets that you gotta keep sacred. Let me see if y'all can hold some water. Let me see if y'all can hold some water. Seriously. Let me see how real talk. We gotta be soldiers, man. So hopefully y'all can hold some water. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all it is. So shout out to my Dracula squad. Shout out to my Purple Heart squad because the Purple Heart, you have to go through the Purple Hearts to get to the Dragon squad. You just can't get to the Dracula squad without going through the Purple Hearts. I'm just letting you know that right now. You gotta go through the Purple Heart squad because the Purple Heart squad is the cleansing. That's how you get cleansed by going through the Purple Heart squad. You really have to be cleansed. That's just a way to be cleansed. That's just a way to cleanse yourself. So everybody that's a part of the Dracula squad gotta be part of the Purple Heart squad. Straight up. Because that's just simply the way to cleanse yourself. All right? But yeah, that's all, man. I got y'all. I got some real fly stuff for y'all, man. I really got some real fly stuff for y'all. Pay attention to what's going on. Just already know this is strictly for my ninja. This is strictly for my ninjas. Pay attention. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. All right? 747, 24/7, 361 degrees, man. Shout out to all my ninjas, my white, black, and ninjas. Veil up. You already know.